Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 1000 hour, turn 20, part 3. For the details, gotta watch the introduction video for this turn. We're looking at the hedgerows outside of Turn20. We'll be starting tonight with a U.S. ambush. Turn20 in 6 Fallschirmjäger hands. The 506th have managed to push up all the way to almost mid-table, mid-battlefield rather, right here. And the 506 has three units positioned here in this center hedgerow, and then on their far right flank they've managed to push up all the way, probably mid-table, battlefield, up to there. There's a few fighters left for the 1058 Grenadiers. 6 Fallschirmjäger platoon is almost full strength, and then the 100th Panzer platoon leader, First Lieutenant Ulander and his Puma, still in the fight. Sergeant Gerald's half-track knocked out, and Sergeant Ronald's half-track still in the fight. Over Omaha Beach, the Germans' 916th Grenadiers 1st and 2nd Platoon is devastated. Got just 2 soldiers left defending this side. Thinking about retreating with the Germans off the end of the battlefield here, and then in a few turns they'll end up on these roads. Let's get a view from the Germans' side. The 88's knocked out in this bunker. Pack 40's knocked out. It's bad. Still a few fighters, maybe 20 left. And they've done a good job slowing down the U.S. forces. 116th Infantry Company A, 1st Platoon. They're all the way up to the high tide mark now in the draw. And the 2nd Rangers Company C, 1st and 2nd Platoon. 2nd Platoon and 1st Platoon on the far right flank. 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A, 1st and 2nd Platoon, doing well. A lot of cover fire, only had 2 tanks knocked out. Pretty excellent fight. Get right into it. The U.S. ambush. Rangers, 2nd Rangers 1st Platoon sniper. He's on ambush. The sergeant's gonna spring his ambush, and he'll fire on the 916th Grenadiers 2nd Platoon sergeant. Center screen. The only soldiers that are alive there with all his dead comrades around him. Looking for a 3. Get the hit. And this is German NCOs and officers only die on 6s, wounded on 5s. They're veterans. Just a pin. Sergeant's gonna give 1 order dice out to the 1st Platoon sergeant, center screen. He'll receive an advance order and move up to the little soft cover spot in the sand behind the frontmost soldiers. He'll need to take a landmine check, 10 and under. Platoon sergeant able to give out 2 order dice. He's going to order the Rangers medic, center screen, to advance over to the wounded soldier, bleeding out. And he'll need to take a landmine check. Passes. Medic can save on a 4-up, but because he advanced first, it'll be a 5-up to save. Alright, the first squad, or first platoon, first squad soldier, been saved. He'll have to stick with the medic until next turn when he can attach to a different team. Platoon sergeant's second order dice will go to the first platoon commander, first lieutenant. They have 3 pin markers, so the first thing he'll do before his advance is take a orders test. But with the platoon sergeant and the platoon commander's own morale, they'll be testing at a 10 and under, down to 2 pin markers. Now they'll advance forward. First lieutenant, as he was advancing, was given an order to the first platoon, first squad leader, assistant leader, and the 1 rifleman with the BAR actually. They have 3 pin markers. They're going to receive an advance order. First, the orders test at a 10 and under because of all of the NCOs nearby, including the two sergeants in this particular team. They'll be testing at a 10 and under, down to 2 pin markers. Only the first squad assistant leader has, I don't think he has line of sight on anybody either. I checked from the Germans' side and couldn't see these soldiers. So they won't fire. The platoon commander's second order dice, he's a first lieutenant, so he gets a second order dice as he was moving forward. It's going to go to the first platoon, second squad leader, and the 1 rifleman with him. They're going to advance also to a position to the right of the platoon commander. Landmine check, 10 and under. Made it through the ambushes. There's no Germans left on ambush here on Omaha Beach. No U.S. soldiers left on ambush either. Over to the hedgerows in Carentan. The U.S. 506 Second Medium Machine Gun Team, they're on ambush, but we're gonna stay on ambush for now. I'm not sure what to do with them yet. And also there's a 1058 Grenadiers 3rd Section Assistant Leader on the balcony on ambush. And these Germans from 6th Fallschirmjäger 2nd Section LMG Team, they're on ambush. I think that's it. So with that, we'll get to the first German, or the first dice of this 1000 hours, turn 20, German. First Lieutenant Eulander, this Puma, is going to receive an advance order. And he's got the dual direction steering, plus he's on the road. Well, mostly. He's going to lose 4 inches of movement as he has to move his vehicle fully on the road. Then he'll be able to reverse backwards 20 inches. He'll now advance forward with his remaining 3 inches. He is able to spot, but there will be some cover, light cover. He'll fire his MMG in the turret. Be movement 4s. Soft cover 5s. These soldiers better go down to be safe, I think. That'll make it 7s. Two possible. 1 leaning and a reroll. Here comes the reroll. So 2 possible. Need 6s. 506th, 2nd Squad BAR soldier. He's going to receive an advance order He's going to be targeted most likely by this 1058 Grenadiers 3rd Section Assistant Leader who's on ambush. And he's got an assault rifle. It's pretty awful, and he's hidden, so we got to draw his fire and then return fire. Because these hedgerows don't block line of sight if there's walls along the hedgerows. If they're hedgerows with no walls, then they do block line of sight. He's going to make his move. He springs his ambush. So it'd be hitting on a long range 4, single man 5, 2 shots. Chokes. He's going to return fire. I think he's going to target the 1058 Grenadiers 3rd Section LMG. No, the sniper actually in the center window, 2nd floor center window. So it's going to be 6s, 2 shots. So it'll be single man 4s, hard cover 6s. 1058 Grenadiers, 1st Section Leader, 5 grenades. He's going to advance into the hedgerow toward the 506 Platoon Leader, 1st Lieutenant Corey. He's going to be hitting on 2s, 2 shots with his assault rifle? SMG. So 2 shots, I'm looking for 2s. 2 hits. Platoon leader's back to 3 pin markers. And now he'll be dying on 5s and 6s and wounded on 4s. Wounded man and a dead man. Does he get to choose who the dead man is? No. How many turns till the wounded soldier bleeds out? 1. Mortally wounded. 1st Lieutenant Corey still on his feet and alive. The messenger in front of him is dead. And the radio operator, more importantly, is wounded. Bleeding out at the end of next turn. 21. 506. 3rd Squad soldier with the BAR. I'm going to keep these 2 soldiers separated. One's the 3rd Squad soldier I mentioned. The other soldier's a 2nd Squad soldier with a rifle. I think it's more beneficial to keep them separated right now to cover each other as they move forward toward one of the 2 main objectives, which are the 2 bridges leading into Carentan. He's going to hop the wall, or climb through the hedgerow over the wall and take position behind this, at the corner of this far building. He's going to be behind the wall. Instead of having hard cover, he'll be at soft cover when fired on from, for example, this window here where there's a 3rd Section 1058 Grenadiers 3rd Section LMG team. They just ran into that window. So he's going to fire some shots at that window. 2 shots. 3s, long range 4s, hard cover 6s. Get a hit. These Germans are regulars in the window. They will be dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. 506 2nd Squad soldier with rifle receives advance order. He's going to move past the 3rd Squad soldier, take a position right before that window. The green D6s represent the grenades held by U.S. forces. Brown D6s are the grenades held by the Germans. When a soldier is killed, the grenades stay by their bodies. You can pick them up and be used. 506 1st Squad LMG team is going to receive a run order, and we're going to fall back, get away. Just basically need to fall back. There's nothing that can be done. We'll have to wait for the armor reinforcements, at least on this left flank. Facing down the Puma, I don't think these soldiers can do enough damage. There's 4 fighters here together. They'd have to combine into 1 unit and then attack. And staring down that barrel, they're not going to have time to do that. run away. .506 second squad LMG team with 1 pin marker. Receive an advance order and keep moving through the garden. They'll be testing if they've had anybody nearby. It's like second squad leader Sergeant Braden's nearby, and also Captain Carey, platoon commander. So they'll be testing at a 10 and under. LMG team's gonna open fire with their 4 shots on the gunner in the back of Sergeant Ronald's half track. They'll need 4s for movement, hard cover, 6s. Get another hit. That'll add a second pin marker. Extra gun shield rule is gonna make it dying on 6s, wounded on 5s. Kills the gunner. Nice. Oh wait, you can roll to see if you can choose Sergeant Ronald himself driving the half track. The gunner is killed. Sergeant Ronald's all alone again, just driving his half track along. Third squad LMG loader is going to receive an advance order. He's going to advance over and pick up this dead third squad soldier's SMG. There we go. Get another SMG soldier. He won't be able to do anything else. The action of switching weapons is going to be all he can get done. 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon leader, First Lieutenant Reese, and his messenger. They're going to receive an advance order. They're going to advance over, hop the little wood fence, and get a position where they can open fire on this 2nd squad LMG team here in the hedgerow. 1 SMG, 1 assault rifle. So they'll be hitting on 3s, hard cover 5s on the 2nd squad LMG team. Looking for 5. 1 hit. Killed on 5s and 6s. Wounded on 4s. 2nd Rangers Company C, First Sergeant and his messenger. They have 1 pin marker. They're going to receive an advance order and move straight forward. First, the orders test, 10 and under. Now the landmine check. Between the 2 of them, one's got a SMG, one's got a rifle. They're going to take some shots at the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section soldiers, far right of this bunker. They'll need 7s, but we're going to take some shots anyways. First Sergeant's going to be able to give out 2 order dice. First order dice is going to go to the 1st Platoon, Rangers, 1st Platoon, 1st Squad Assistant Leader. He's teamed up with the LMG Gunner from 1st Squad. They're going to receive an advance order. Start moving up the beach again. They'll have to take a landmine check first. The 1st Squad Assistant Leader is going to act as the the loader for the LMG. 4 shots. They're going to see if they can finish off the gunner with a lucky 7. 4 shots, looking for 7s. Not possible. He gets it. It'll add a pin marker. And the soldier will be dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. They got him. Nice shooting. Takes him out with the 7. First Sergeant's 2nd order dice is going to go to the 1st Platoon, 2nd Squad Bazooka team. They have 1 pin marker. They're going to receive a run order. They've got a clear shot to run up to behind the bunker. So the first had to take the orders test at a 10 and under. Next, they'll take their landmine check, 10 and under. Second Rangers, second platoon, first squad leader, right next to the trailer full of flaming liquid death. He has 4 pin markers. He's going to receive an advance order and work his way up to the barbed wire. But he's got 4 NCOs plus himself nearby, so he's going to be testing at a 10 and under for this orders test. Down to 3 pin markers. Now his landmine check. Been very lucky this turn so far with the landmine checks. First squad leader with all his pin markers, 3 pin markers. He's going to he's gonna fire. He'll need 7s. He's gonna fire at the 916th second platoon sergeant there, center screen. Actually, maybe he should fire. Well, it doesn't matter. 7s either way. Whether he shoots at the man right in front of him. So I guess he'll just shoot up high for the platoon sergeant. Needing 7s. Possible. First squad leader is also going to be able to give out 1 order dice. He's going to give it to the first squad assistant leader and the 1 rifleman with him. And they have 2 pin markers. They'll advance up to the barbed wire. I want to have more soldiers at the barbed wire to be able to make more. Somebody can cut a hole through that first barbed wire line that way. So orders test, 10 and under. Down to 1 pin marker. And then the landmine check. 10 and under, they pass. The assistant first squad assistant leader on the far right, he's going to target the soldier right in front of him there. And he'll need 6s, 2 shots with his SMG. And the rifleman with him will need 7s. So we'll address the 2 shots at 6s first. Misses, and 1 shot at 7. Miss. The soldier that was just targeted. Right here in center screen, the German 88 gunner survivor. He is going to receive an advance order with his 4 pin markers and see if he can get around, climb the little wall, and take cover. Testing at a 6 and under. Ah, he passes. Nice. Like a magician. He can just run straight up the road now somehow. Get off the table. Get off the battlefield. He'll end up over in the hedgerows working his way toward Carentan. Second Rangers, first platoon, second squad assistant leader, and the second squad BAR soldier. They have 1 pin marker. They're going to receive an advance order. Get up to the barbed wire. Testing at a 10 and under. No pin markers. And now the landmine check. Pass. Got a soldier with a rifle and a soldier with a BAR. That's 3 shots. They're going to target the 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Section leader. The 4s for single man and 6s for hard cover. 3 shots. 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, Sergeant with 1 pin marker receives a fire order. Testing at a 10 and under. He's going to pass. He's going to be firing at the 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad soldiers right here. This group right here. 2 shots, needing 6s. (116th) Infantry, 1st Squad leader. He's going to receive an advance order. He's going to head over. Get off the sand. I think he might be the first soldier, if he makes it, to make it to the road. So he'll have to take a landmine check first. 10 and under. instead of firing as he passed by the flamethrower team, he picked up their grenades. He's got 3 grenades now. He also is going to give an order to the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon Sergeant, and he's going to get an advance order. He's going to follow him through the breach. Platoon Sergeant is going to take a landmine check. I will roll it up here. 10 and under. They're on a roll. He's going to get 2 shots. He's going to target the soldiers inside of the small bunker center screen. He'll need 7s. The 2nd Ranger, 2nd Platoon Sergeant's also able to give out 2 order dice. He's going to order the 2 soldiers from 1st Squad. One's got the BAR on the left and then a rifleman to advance and follow him to the breach. They'll have to take a landmine check, 10 and under. And they will also get 3 shots. And I don't know if they don't think they have anybody they can shoot at. All the Germans are dead up here except for out of range, or not, they're out of sight. So that's it, they'll just be moving forward. Platoon Sergeant's 2nd order dice is going to go to the 116th Infantry 1st Squad Bazooka Team. They'll receive an advance order following 116th 1st Squad soldiers. They'll need to take a landmine check, 10 and under. They pass. I'm going to call it a night. Be about 3 nights and I'll get back to the action. There'll be a US dice when I pick it up in a couple of nights. Thanks for watching.